Good morning, Sault Ste. Marie and Algoma. Welcome to Special Report for Monday, August the 17th. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. I'm Chris Olfgarn here with
Daniel LaPrade. I'm back after the extra day off. How are you, Chris?
I'm good. You had an interesting night. We'll get up to a little bit of that in
Yes.
just a bit. But yeah, we're brought to you by KC Securities. So there was some use of KC Securities overnight with
Yes.
several of your clients.
Yes. So those of you who don't know, I mean, most people do know, right, that, I own KC Security and I usually work overnight. So a lot of the times,
This is the end of your day when you come in.
usually,
this,
yes. But usually I have some time before, today it was literally change out of my uniform and get into, my clothing to do the weather. And literally just run out the door. So it was that busy of a night. So we started off with earlier in the evening, we had a call to a school, and we arrived within 3 minutes of the alarm call, and we actually were able to catch somebody inside. And so luckily we called, city police, who were very quick as well, within minutes of getting there to assist us, right? So we were 2 of us there, and then we had 3 or 4 city police units show up. And the person who broke in was not being uncooperative or anything, but we have to play it safe, right?
Yeah.
It was a youth,
So
that's
basically,
all I can
kids
say. Yeah.
want to go to school so badly they're breaking in on a Sunday night.
I don't.
Wow.
It baffles me after 6 months. Maybe they miss it so much.
I know.
But
Yeah.
we did. Yeah, we
It's
had
a good sign though. The kids want to go back to school because normally they don't want to go to school. But now
Yeah.
that they've been home for 6 months, they're like, "Yeah, please, I would love to do some math right now."
Yeah, so it just I don't get it, and I mean this is not the first time I've seen this happen, over the years, and but I'm just glad that because we respond to so many alarms, and the chances of actually catching somebody are slim to none. No matter if you're the police or security, or because there's just certain factors. There's a delay with the response. By the time the monitoring calls you, well, we were just lucky. We were minutes away, and again, this is why. I support the police so much because when we need them, they're there.
Yep,
right.
very fast.
So very, very thankful, and thank you to Sault Ste. Marie City Police for that response. It was awesome. The officers were great.
Yes, and today's going to be a little bit different with Doug Ford. He's actually speaking to the Association of Municipalities of Ontario at 9:30. So we will be here at 9:30 to carry his actual speech from that meeting. However, there won't be any questions at that time. Mm-hmm. So Doug Ford and will be back at Queen's Park at 1 o'clock, and he will be answering questions there. So we will also carry Doug Ford at 1 p.m. today as well. Mm-hmm. So you're going to see Doug Ford twice today. You're going to see him at 9:30 for the speech and at 1 o'clock for questions. And you can get that all here at On TV, and I'll see you at those time points today.
Lots of Doug Ford.
Yes,
do we want to mention
we're very Doug Ford heavy today.
We want to mention the traffic note.
Yes.
Before we get any further. So we received some reports that there may have been a collision at the intersection of 6th Line and Highway 17 North. So this is as you're coming into the city. The reports that I heard, and I also heard on the radio when I was on my way in, that there was maybe a tractor trailer involved, but we can't confirm if anything is closed at this point. So if anybody does have any information for us, please, get in touch with us, call us here at the newsroom, or send us an email to newsroom@siouxonline.com. We'll be happy to take some information if there is a closure there. We appreciate that so we can update the viewers, right? And if you have any photos as well, you can send those in.
Right now, just posted on siouxonline.com.
Oh, we have breaking news.
Yes, we got an update. Okay, so this is what we got. Collision involving transport truck and passenger car will cause traffic delays on Highway 17 North at 6th Line. No details concerning the collision. Traffic gets delayed in both directions as of 7:30.
Okay.
Okay.
So thank you
it's
to
not
Craig.
completely closed, but do expect delays if you have to go through there.
Yeah.
Wow, that literally popped up on my screen as an alert as you were talking.
And so this is while we're here presenting this to you, we have our team working behind the scenes, and Craig is on the ball, our news director, and he, when I mentioned it to him, so he was on it. So we'll try and get more details. So stay tuned to Soo Online on TV. We'll have more information.
Yes, and speaking of cars, over last night there was an impaired charge out in Espanola. Mm-hmm. The OPP responded to a call around 12:35 in the morning. and they located 29-year-old Chantel Hibbs of Toronto. She's facing a couple charges of impaired driving. Earlier in the week, a different driver in Webwood was caught as well. He's facing several charges of impaired driving. Mm-hmm. And then also the OPP in Espanola responded to an assault in a business parking lot that led to a charge for a 51-year-old man from Massey, Arlene Fournier, and he's been charged with assault, contrary to Section 266 of the Criminal Code of Canada. So I guess there's different types of, well, there is different types of assault, but
yeah.
Yep. Alright, and what else we got going on?
Okay, so also sticking...
firearms. Keep going on the police.
Sticking with the police trend here. So on August 14th, 2020, officers of the Crime Suppression Unit and Drug Enforcement Unit arrested 20-year-old Shayna Najawan for robbery with a firearm. So as alleged on or about July 1st, 2020, which is Canada Day, the accused and another person entered a residence of a person known to them. The victim was unaware the two accused had entered the residence. The victim was assaulted, struck multiple times, and threatened with a handgun. So officers began an investigation into the incident and warrant for her arrest was issued. So the officers observed the accused in the 1000 block of 2nd Line West on August 14th, 2020, and she was arrested without incident. The second person involved in the incident was arrested on July 14th, 2020. So she is charged with robbery with a firearm, using a firearm while committing an offense, careless use of a firearm, pointing of a firearm, possession of a weapon for a dangerous purpose, possession of ammunition for a dangerous purpose, carrying a concealed weapon, unauthorized possession of a firearm, unauthorized possession of a restricted weapon, possession of a firearm knowing its possession is unauthorized, possession of a restricted firearm with ammunition, unlawfully in a dwelling, threatening death, aggravated assault, forcible confinement, and breach of prohibition order. She was held for bail court.
Wow, that is going to be one heck of a long trial.
Wow, that was like one long
Yeah, it's lucky you got a vitamin water there. Maybe need Gatorade after that. Okay, we also, speaking of females, we got another big announcement.
Yes.
17 years ago today, yes, Mike, our production manager, married Giselle, and we got a photo up on the screen. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
So happy 17th anniversary to the both of you. And I don't know if Giselle knows where she's going out for dinner tonight to celebrate our anniversary. So I will not say, because there's a surprise coming this evening, maybe, or maybe not.
And if Giselle's watching, yes, good morning to you. Actually, she is. She said good morning.
Yes.
I just see she is watching. So good morning, Giselle, and happy anniversary there, yeah.
Yeah, and that was the grandson, by the way, in the picture as well. So happy 17th anniversary to both of you, and hopefully you'll have 17 more anniversaries or more.
Yes.
Hopefully more than that.
Yeah.
Okay. Weather. Where are we at?
I think we're at weather now already,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, well, we'll talk about just before we get into the weather. So I come across, because the weather is going to be decent for tomorrow, for Tuesday. So I come across this post, right, on my Facebook from Northern Lights Detailing. And so if anybody's not familiar with them, they're a newer detailing shop. Almost a year now, right actually down the road from us, next to the radio stations there in the old Maple Leaf Motors building on Great Northern, across from A&W. So if you're looking for some detailing or car washing. Marnie's the owner there, and I've had my security vehicles done there. Craig, our news director, just had his vehicle done. And so I come across the post that she's having a Topless Tuesday tomorrow. Topless Tuesday with a $20 quickie wash. So, your mind can go right into the gutter with these analogies, right?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, so I asked her, I messaged her on Facebook, I have her on Facebook, I said, okay, Marnie, what's the topless mean? She's like, well, you'll just have to come on Tuesday to find out. And I thought, well, geez, there's going to be a lot of people lined up, and it's good marketing, because what does it mean by topless?
Yeah, we're going to actually...
I think, by the way, there'll be no show tomorrow because everybody at RTV is going to...
We're going to do it live on location.
Yeah.
So we're going live on location for that. Yeah. Actually, if you each give us $20, we'll do the show topless as well.
Yeah. Oh,
so
boy.
That's like an add-on.
Oh, gee.
Something to look forward to.
So there you go. That's a good, nice day for that tomorrow. So go check out Northern Lights Detailing Topless Tuesday. All right, so we're going to look at our live view now, which is, it's changed.
Wow,
they're calling that beautiful
Hall.
City Hall. How's that going? Is it done yet?
Not for another 7 years.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I'll be retired by then. Oh, beautiful shot though. I mean, there's a couple clouds there. The sun's out. We're going to see a nice seasonal day today. The weekend was, we had a mixed bag on Saturday. I see you used that term on Friday when I was away.
Yes, I did.
So that's good. We are going to see seasonal temperatures, but I will have your 3-day forecast, your regional temperatures, and all that fun stuff in the weather studio when we come back from this break. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
What's life without making a few mistakes down the road? A few sharp turns. And doing things for what we adore, but might regret later. A trip to Chuck's Roadhouse isn't one of them. With melt-in-your-mouth AAA steaks, buttery lobster tail, half-priced apps after 9 p.m., an ice-cold draft with all your Roadhouse favorites. Chuck's Roadhouse. Food the way it ought to be, priced the way it used to.
A message from the Government of Canada.
In your home, lighting is just as important as style.
With PowerView Motorization from Hunter Douglas, you can schedule your shades to light up the room. Create privacy, or both, automatically. No hands required.
So your shades will always be in the right place at the right time in style. And it's only from Hunter Douglas.
And welcome back to Special Report for Monday, August the 17th. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. We are brought to you by KC Security, but we got a couple Facebook shout-outs before we go over to Weather Daniel. So good morning to Ineke and Vanyo, Giselle. Happy anniversary, Giselle. Also Juliana, my girlfriend, who said, talking about the quickie car wash tomorrow. I don't think so, Christopher. Not allowed to go. Ha ha. Okay, no, good to know. It's for work though. It's work reasons. And also, good morning to Karen as well. Alrighty, Daniel, what do you got going on with the weather, buddy?
Sorry for work reasons.
It is. It's work reasons.
Quickie. Oh man, I know.
I have to go for a quickie for work reasons.
We gotta send somebody there for breaking news. Hey, I'll do my weather report from there. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, wow. Okay, before I get into the radar quickly, you may want to know that we kind of had that stretch of heat last week. We're going to see things kind of drop to seasonal for the next little while. We're going to see some systems come through near the end of the week. And I'm just looking at the sheet here. It does say that it'll be temporary. We will go back up in temperatures a little bit towards the end of the month, but I don't think we're going to see, like I was talking with Craig, we're not going to see it into the 30s. So other than maybe the odd one-off. So just keep that in mind. But there's still lots of summer left. Don't get too worried about that just yet, but we'll get into the radar now. And so this moved through that on Saturday. We had that mixed bag, the thunderstorm and downpour for a while. And we got a high pressure that's forming here. It's coming over towards us. It's going to kind of sit over us for a couple of days. This isn't really much of a factor here. You don't got to worry about that. Now below here, and you'll see when it goes full screen, low pressure is building. We're going to see probably by Thursday and There might be a change on Thursday, you'll see in the 3-day, and then on the weekend we might have a chance of some thunderstorms as well. So there's a couple of days where it's going to be maybe some mixed bags once again. So that's my favorite term when it comes to that. All right. We're going to start with we'll start with the lows first. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, Mike. The expected lows for tonight: 12 in Thunder Bay and in Wawa, as well as in Timmins. 14 here in Sault Ste. Marie, so we are the warmer spot, and then 13s in Elliott Lake and Sudbury. Your expected highs for today: 25 in Thunder Bay, 21 in Wawa, as well as in Timmins, 22s here in Sault Ste. Marie, as well as in Elliott Lake, and 23 in Sudbury. All right, so currently we are sitting at 17 degrees out there. The sun is out. We have a couple clouds, as you saw on the wirelesscom.ca camera, which I don't think I mentioned that, so thank you to wirelesscom.ca for sponsoring our camera. High of 22 today with only a humidex of 1 degree, so we are going to sit at seasonal. Probably won't need to worry about the air conditioning too much. And then overnight, you're going to get down to 14, which is nice and cool out there. Winds are going to pick up today, though. 23 kilometers to the northwest with some gusts up to about 40 so that's a cooler wind, so keep that in mind. It will be warmer, but at the same time, when the evening comes around, you might want to have a jacket or a sweater with you. Humidity is at 73% today. That's a little bit more of a normal number since the last time I put one on there. And yeah, so it's going to be a nice, beautiful day. And then Tuesday, we're going to see another seasonal day. Sunny, 21 degrees is your high. Pretty straightforward. We still have a UV index though, so keep that in mind if you are out. UV index 7. So keep that in mind. Wednesday, 23, 15 degrees as your low, and we have a few clouds on Wednesday. Now here's the thing, Thursday we warm back up a couple degrees, 25 with a low of 17. There is a chance of that thunderstorm and some showers moving in on Thursday. Of course, as we get closer, we'll monitor it. So that's the outlook, and just want to remind everybody, go to SiouxOnline.com. You can see all our stories and the weather that we present to you there, as well as stay connected with us by clicking on the Facebook and Twitter and YouTube icons, and then you can follow us all on those platforms as well and interact with us. All right, I'm going to send it back to Chris.
Thank you very much, Daniel, for that weather report. Also got another Facebook shout out while you're doing that. So good morning to Marilyn as well. So thank you to everyone who gave us shout outs this morning on Facebook. And we're going to go to a commercial break. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Hold tight.
Even though we can't always meet in person, we can still listen.
Even though schools are closed, help is still available in your community.
Even though you may be worried, services and supports are still here.
In stressful times like these, families need mental health supports more than ever.
We are here to make sure you can stay connected to your community and culture.
Nous savons qu'il peut être difficile de rester à la maison, mais vous n'êtes pas seul.
And we know asking for help for yourself and others can be hard.
But there are people in your community who are ready to support you.
No matter your age, gender, sexual identity, race, or culture.
No matter the day, time, or issue.
We're here to help.
Why am I always trying to blend in? I need to speak up for what I know is right. I have a voice. I am strong enough. I will be a light in my community.
welcome back to Special Report for Monday, August the 17th. Thank you very much for joining us, and thank you to KC Securities for your sponsorship. Okay, Ford's got a big recall coming here in Canada. It's affecting 63,367 vehicles. There's 2 different recalls. So if you have a Ford Edge that was built between 2015 and 2018, or the Lincoln MKX, which is basically the Ford Edge but the Lincoln version, nicer inside, things like that, from 2016 to 2018, that was built at the Oakville plant, your front brake hoses could rupture, which makes it harder to stop when you don't have brake fluid. So they are recalling all those. So if you have any of those years of those 2 cars, call your local Ford dealer and arrange to go in and get the brake hose fixed.
That's serious.
Now they have said that it hasn't caused any accidents yet that they know of. And then the other one is actually a Lincoln, and I've never heard of this car, and they've only sold 491 of them, so it explains why. A Lincoln Corsair, and it has a problem with a fractured rear coil spring, which can affect its ability to stop as well. So if you have any of those vehicles, you should contact your Ford or Lincoln dealer and get it fixed. It's covered under, obviously, a recall.
Yes.
We talked about on Friday the extension of the border closure to September the 21st. That is the Canadian-US border, so it's closed to non-essential travel. Okay. Americans keep trying to get in anyways.
They're going to try and find those loopholes.
They keep trying to get in. Between March 22nd and August 5th, 12,819 U.S. citizens tried to get into Canada, and they were coming to sightsee, shop, or have some fun during the ongoing pandemic. So they didn't quite understand that shopping, sightseeing, and fun in Canada is not considered essential.
Yeah.
It's considered essential if you want to stay in the U.S., but you're not coming into Canada to have that. So
stay in the U.S. and have fun.
Yeah, so stay in the U.S. and have fun. Big country, lots of things to do. And you can come back in 2027 when you finally got COVID-19 under control. Okay, sports. What's going on with, speaking of Canadians and Americans? They were on the ice against each other.
Yes,
specifically the Montreal Canadiens even. Look at that segue, right in the Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah, isn't that perfect? So
Wow.
Montreal Canadiens and
I'm
Philadelphia
on fire
Flyers.
this morning.
Yeah, Chris, you're on a roll. Yeah, you're looking forward to that quickie tomorrow. So the Montreal Canadiens didn't play poorly on Sunday. Carter Hart just played better and got some help from his friends. So he's the goalie for Philadelphia. He made 23 saves to record his first playoff shutout of his career as the Flyers defeated the Montreal Canadiens 1-0 to take a 2-1 lead in their opening round series. So Carey Price stopped 19 shots to take the loss for Montreal inside an empty Scotiabank Arena, and Game 4 of the best of 7 will go Tuesday afternoon. So Montreal's still in it, though. I mean, right?
Yeah.
Toronto's not.
At least we got some Canadian team in there. We got somebody representing Canada.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, considering like half the NHL comes from Canada.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And we got to hit a commercial break, so we'll be right back with the 7-day forecast in a minute.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
And welcome back to Special Report for Monday, August 17th, brought to you by KC Security. Beautiful day out there today. It's going to be a seasonal day. We're going to look at the Weather Watcher photo to Chris here. It's going to be from, now these are from Harsheen and Loveleen, a couple that just immigrated here actually. And they are they're enjoying our shows. They follow our content, they follow my weather content, so they've become kind of a super fan to me. They're always sending me photos. So they sent this in, and as you can see the bridge there in the upper part of the screen, they're sitting on the boardwalk, just enjoying the view. They're loving Sault Ste. Marie. Good feedback that they're providing. So the email to send your photos and videos for weather events or photos like that, you can send them to ontvweather@gmail.com, include your name and location. Okay, so 7-day forecast. We're gonna see some sun for the next few days. Seasonal temperatures, 21, 23. Thursday, we may see a thunderstorm. Friday, sunny, a couple clouds, back up to 24. Saturday, again, mixed bag. And then Sunday and Monday, we're looking seasonal, 23 degrees and sunny. And then our lows are between 14 and 17 overnight. So it's going to be all right of a week, but we're not seeing that hot weather that you like, Chris.
Yeah.
You're going to have to bring out the sweater.
I think that hot weather seems to have left us for the rest of this year.
Quite possible.
Yeah, it was actually kind of funny yesterday. I was looking at places to go warm on a vacation. Okay, Ontario came out with numbers over the weekend. Yesterday, there was 81 new cases of COVID-19 and 0 deaths. 17 of our 34 public health units had no new cases, and 31 of 34 had less than 5. That was after there was 106 new cases on Saturday. Now, they did 23,800 tests over the last 24 hours, but it is interesting to note, of those 81 cases, 37 were between the ages of 20 and 39, and 15 more between the ages of 40 and 59. So we are seeing more cases amongst the younger population, which is a trend we've been seeing now for going on about 4 weeks. The place with the most new cases was Toronto with 10 new cases. 37 people are still in the hospital. 18 of those are in the ICU, and we are at 9 people on a ventilator.
Below 10.
So those are all very good numbers, trending in the right direction. Now, I'll be back at 9:30 with Doug Ford at the Association of Municipalities of Ontario. He is speaking there. This is a virtual conference this year, obviously. They're not doing it in person. But that will be carried here at 9:30. We will also, Doug Ford will be back at Queen's Park for at 1 p.m. for what's called media availability, which means he'll be taking questions. We will carry that for you live as well. And you will also have your news all day long. And I'll be back at 7 p.m. tonight for the Chris Oldcorn Show. Thank you very much for watching this morning. Have a fantastic morning.
See you in the morning, or at 1 p.m.